Okay, so what I'm going to start doing now is I'm going to start recording and putting these videos out, the ones that are commissions. So when I get, a name to paint or a couple's name or a family's name, I'm going to record them because it's a chance for other people to see some of the stuff I do. And the one we're going to be doing today is for a couple that's moving into a new house. So we'll get going on that. And I always start out with, I never start out on the end paper. I start out with you can see I get my markers primed. I just start out with some cheap paper, and then I always come up with a little bit of a design here on the side, so I have a direction that I want to do. So I'm going to try the direction a couple times, get it dialed in before I do the final piece. So because once again, this is for a couple. Their names are Billy and Melissa, and they're moving into a new house. So this little design I worked up this morning at coffee, and we'll see how it goes. I've actually been doing some designs for people who, so already looking at this, I know I'm going to make the character bigger next time, probably. So we'll make Billy a little bit bigger too, just as a practice. That's why I do these practices. So this is kind of some shrubbery and stuff, and then I was thinking kind of a house looking kind of thing. Not thing, but you know what I mean. Once again, this is just a mock-up, so we can play around with it. It doesn't need to be perfect. It does need to be fun, though. Yeah, it takes off so much pressure when you just come in here and try some different stuff. I was thinking of putting a heart kind of right in the middle. I like where it's going, I'll tell you that. I mean, for a couple moving into their new house, I think it's it could work. I think it's gonna work. Okay, so now we'll practice. I want to practice, since they weren't established in 2006, I want to practice how the names go in there too. So let's get whoa, that's once again, I'm saying once again a lot. On these practice ones, I don't ever use color. So I'm not going to worry about color right now. And I'm almost wondering if I should use, this is another reason I practice, is because maybe for their names, I think I need to really do a smaller, yeah. So on the next one, so this is a great start. This is a great start, and so I'll take this, I'll tear this sheet down, and we're going to throw another sheet up real quick. I'm going to start over, not in the sense of like I need to start the process over, but now I'm going to do another practice, because what I've learned is that I think Melissa needs to be a little bit bigger, and I'm going to make their names with a 10 millimeter instead of the 20 millimeter. And I love this. I love this. Not that I ever like to have to start over, but working on this cheap paper, this is cheaper than, this is even cheaper than like notebook paper. I buy it in bulk, of course, on a roll, 1,000-foot roll of paper. So it's great to practice, but you'll see it's a dangerous occupation. I got ink on my hand because that wasn't dry. I'm going to try my basketball chops because, see, I grew up in Indiana and I always wanted to make the basketball team. And my daughter, I don't talk about my family on social media. Anyway, I didn't make the basketball team. I didn't even make the first cut. Like, I went out and I couldn't even make a layup. So I went to the board on like callback days for the basketball team. My name was not on the board. So now we're going to try this again. We're going to have a little fun. And I put this brown, you'll see why. I put this brown template up there for symmetry and stuff, but also mostly I put it up there so because I'm going to trim these to 24 by 32. So I need to know that I don't make it too big or too small. So I kind of have a guideline. And since they ship 24 by 32, it's still a big piece of framed art if you frame it, but it's also a quite economical to frame. Tons of options. Okay. Drew, I'm not even looking over at the chats. Is there anything there I'm missing? Hey, Molly Morgan Jones. Hello, Molly Morgan Jones. Molly Morgan Jones, we are doing a okay, TikTokers. I'm balancing a YouTube recording and a TikTok recording, so I may jump back and forth a little bit to talk to both audiences. But then when I get to the YouTube, I'll probably edit out the TikTok talkie. And that's why we don't have music on these, because YouTube license restrictions. I can't. Eddie and Star, come back tonight. So I will address the TikTok crowd that's here right now. I'm not doing any names. I do the names in the evening on the name show. I need to keep changing this from the name show to customs. So I'm going to start doing that in the on the broadcast. But now back to the pre-ordered Billy and Melissa. Okay, I'm trying this again here. I was feeling pretty good about that first one. And you can't second guess yourself. Like, I feel pretty good about this right now, but you just let it flow. Speaking of let it flow, there we go. And I'm always going to do these mock-ups as if it's the real thing. There's nothing like, perfect practice to make things perfect. Now, I said I kind of was thinking of doing Billy and Melissa in a smaller... I'm going to do their first letters in the big one. And what I wanted to do was, you'll see, I wanted to leave room for established in 2000. Oh yeah, this is going to look good. Okay. I don't know, we'll hold off on the heart right now. This is where I might try a smaller pen for the 2006. Let's see if I've got that available to me. And this may not work, this I usually don't use this small of a pen. We'll give it a shot. Actually, I think that looks really cool. So we'll wind up probably using that. And when there's color here, it's going to look super, super tight. But I think a note would be to move the window over, because I really would love to have a heart, So, yeah, the smaller pen looks good right there. So, I feel like I need to do one more practice. So, we'll do one more practice one. And because I really want to dial this in, I gotta feel confident. The stuff I do on the streams at night, it's like it's my set list. It's my gig. I play those tunes and so I'm always playing with them and having fun and stuff. And but this custom, pure custom. That's why I'm taking the time to do these for the YouTube channel. So, and we're already 10 minutes into it. I would have already done 3 normal names. So, yeah, no, thanks for sticking around if you're on the TikTok side of things. Okay. Looking at this, I feel like maybe, nah, I like the closeness of Billy. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. You can't overthink it. You can't use this too much. And I just like the negative space too. So we'll see what we got. Let's try it one more time. And I normally don't add in color, but I think I'm going to add in color on this practice run. I don't want to rush it. My dad taught me a lot of things in life, and I'll give you the top 3 things my dad taught me in a second here. Let me just get this taped up. Yeah, my dad was a very wise, soft-spoken man. Stubborn, too. He was really stubborn. We had a coffee mug. We gave my dad a coffee mug for Christmas that says, I thought I made a mistake once, but I was wrong. Kind of was set in his ways, his way or the highway kind of thing. But he did have a lot of wisdom to impart. And one of them, as a little kid, I was always in a big rush to get things done. Like even right now, you know, I'm in a rush to get this painting done. Not because I want to be done with it, but I just want to see that I did a good job. And he'd always say, Kenton, slow down. He goes, what did he say? He says something about just patience. Like it takes twice as long to do it twice. It's better to do it right the first time. Just do it right the first time, and you don't have to redo it. Those were something like his words, only in more of like a hillbilly accent. So if you can picture that, hey, back to work. Let's give this a shot. Let's give it one more try, and then we're just gonna have to. It's gonna have to be go time, because at some point everything is game day, and we're not at game day right now. We're not at game day. Molly Morgan says took a long time to learn that. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning it. Yeah, I just want to see the finished product, but you can't see it until it's done. So one more time here. One more time. I'm looking at some of my notes over here. I'm gonna try one little adjustment that I think's gonna pay off big time. And I also spend a lot of time, it may not look like it, but really trying to angle the eye so there's intimacy. I don't know if it comes through, but that's what I hope for. Just with some dots in a line that you feel like you're in the room together with these people. Now I'm just getting all artsy-fartsy, overthinking things here. Making sure I'm not missing any comments. Okay. What do we say? Billy and Melissa. I did get a little ping-a-ling-ding at the ding. Okay. Right on, right on. I'm not gonna mess with color right now. I am going to try one thing. I like to be established in the big, but I might be forcing it in this spot. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like in the small. I think it has to be in the small, all in the small, because it fights with Billy and Melissa's size. But other than that, I think we're getting close. I think it's about ready to go. I I really like that roof line there. We got a there we go. Okay, so that's it. That's our money shot. I think this is what we're going to use to move forward on the final one. We've Is Melissa spelled right? I don't know. No, probably not. But that's the practice. That's the practice. That's why. Yeah, I like to spell some things wrong every now and then, so that imagine if you hit the ball over the net every single time in tennis, and the first time you don't get it over the net in the game. That would be a bummer, right? I like to have a couple hit the net during practice. That's where I make my mistakes, is during practice. Now it's game time. So we're going to have to spell. I wasn't worried about spelling Melissa right, because this is just a practice. So we're going to put one L on Melissa next time. So I was wondering why I ran out of room on Melissa. It's because I spelled it wrong. It's the two windows. And the two windows allowed me to bring the heart down to where it belongs with Billy and Melissa. So let's do this. Now it's game day. Now it's game time. So now if I mess up, I can still do it again. But now if I mess up, it's going to get messed up on good paper, on expensive paper. So we just prefer to get it done properly. Okay. Could be establish off to the left under the first person, leave white space. Could be. Could be. Yeah, well, look at that. You know what? I'm probably going to stick with what we have. But let's just, since this is our mock-up, what if we did do established down there? That's pretty cool. Whoever suggested that, not bad. And here we did our ampersand. Down here would be my signature. And I think that could work pretty cool. So I'm still torn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at it. I'm not going to say I'm going to do this, but no. I like the abstractness of this creating one. So we're not going to do that. This could actually be over here too. Yeah, at some point you just don't know. You don't know until you do it. So I say we give it a shot. I'm going to do everything but the established, and we'll see where it sits. So we're 20 minutes in, and I don't have anything done. Looks better on the left. Yeah, I thought so too. Gives it a sort of balance. Okay, well, what we're going to do, can you do the date on the roof line now? Jay, actually, I did the date on the roof line this morning, and I don't know. I'm not taking a vote here, but Jay, I'm not going to shoot you down either. Here, it might work. I kind of like this, Jay. I'm kind of liking this, Jay. This might work. Drew, I see you texted. Oh yeah. I I don't know. Now I'm in a quandary. So let's see what Drew says. Read the screen. Yeah. Uh, I like that. I like that, Jay. Jay, that's great because it creates a sense of weight up here on this corner on the sloping. It looks like a chimp. Thank you, my friends. Let's do it. Let's give it a try. We don't know, but I think it's going to look pretty cool. Okay. And so that's why if I could explain it in a nutshell, on the live streams, that's why I tell people I'll paint anything you want, but it gets done a different time than the live stream, machine gun names, because when I'm doing custom stuff, it really takes time to work out the details. Um, yeah, it looks like when you see the finished product, you're like, oh, you only took 90 seconds to do that, dude. Well, it took 4 hours to do it because I was at the coffee shop, down working on it. I've got to go take a shower now because I've got ink all over my arm. Okay, I'm going to leave this one right here so I can look at it. But I think it's looking pretty crazy good. Fun. Oh, yeah, that roof line. Jay. Woo. Okay. Thanks for bringing that back up, Jay, because I was thinking about that coffee, but didn't think it was going to work. Okay, now I'm behind the camera. I'm getting the good paper. Okay. And believe it or not, because I've painted it 3 times, I'm not as nervous as I have been. In my youth, like last week, before I was 53, when I was 52 and a young man, I used to just go at it on the good paper straight out of the gate, like, man, I'm going to nail it. With age comes wisdom. Oh, and a sore back. Okay. Okay, this is where I'll add some color too. So let's not. So I get my magic colors out here. Okay. Fun stuff. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm gonna take my glasses off. Take a sip of coffee. I like to stay with the thick pen the whole time till we're ready. Melissa, 1L. Okay, so this is where I like to do one name in Miami green and one name in pink. And since this is all going to get trimmed off, I can prime my pens and test them out over here. Make sure they're flowing okay. These are grog squeezers. I get asked that all the time. Okay. I like to do the vowels in the color, so but for this one I'm gonna do when I have double letters, I like to do those in a color too. So we're gonna do the S's. Okay. Then for the ampersand. Now this is a scary one sometimes because it will. This one tends to run pretty fast without any warning. Okay, I think we pulled that off. That looks good. Okay. So now let's move on to back to our 10 mil. This is our 10 millimeter. We've been working with the 20. What did we do? Established 2006. Now, I don't even know if it's 2006. I better double check. Whew. Melissa 1L, Billy 2Ls. We got it. I think we're good. We're not done. We're very close, though. In the former one, I was trying to work in some shrubbery or landscaping. We're not going to do that. I'm feeling like let's just step back for a second and take a look at this and realize it's looking good. So I'm feeling like it's looking good. Um, a lot of the style that I'm working on is how much can I convey with how little lines. It doesn't mean it doesn't take a while. Just what if you change the angle of the date? No, from straight on, it looks good to me. I'm not changing anything at this point. Straight on, it looks pretty good. What could be fun, Jay? I always see Jay. I see your name spelled that way. I always think Jai. What could be fun is to add a dot right there, create a little bit more. There we go. And people would be like, "Why do you put a dot there?" Well, I did it because I wanted to. Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna sign it. So let me find my Sharpie here. Now I'm gonna drop this down just a tad because it's gonna trim out like that. Oh, you know what I do a lot is I put dots at the end. At the end of some of my lines. I like that. So, okay. I couldn't have done this without you guys today. I appreciate it. This was awesome. This was an awesome live. No, no stars over the house. Drew. I should have known. I should have known Drew. So thank you. Thank you for being here and watching. Thank you for chiming in. And I'll get out of the way of the. I'll get over here. The yeah. Billy and Melissa, thank you for ordering your names. And I want to say to Billy and Melissa, because this is going to go on the YouTube channel, congratulations on your new house and your relationship. And so good luck with all that. So, and with that, I'll cut the YouTube and I'll just talk. I'm going to turn the YouTube off right now. I'm going to stop that recording. We're going to finish it.